This is my overflow I put together out of a PVC pipe. This is my prototype, if you will, for my 180 gallon tank. I'm going to show you the materials and tools you need to put it together. You're going to need a Dremel tool to make some modifications to some of the fittings. A sanding attachment with a drill bit attachment, the sanding zone. I used a 3/16 of an inch drill bit to drill into one of the caps as a breather line. 1 1/4 inch drill bit to drill into the 2-inch cap. You could use a hole saw, whatever works. You're gonna need some all-purpose glue, a drill, 4-inch pipe, 2-inch pipe, and a 1-inch pipe. I used a thin-walled 1-inch pipe to increase flow. It's not going to be under too much pressure. I have a diagram at the end of the video showing the dimensions I used. You may have to make adjustments according to your tank. These are the fittings I used. You need a T, 5 elbows, 1 1-inch cap, 2 2-inch caps, 4-inch cap, and 2 3x2 couplings. To drill into the 2-inch cap, you're going to need to put on a vise and face down to drill that pilot hole. It's easier to center it at that point. Once you drill the hole, you flip it over and continue to drill. Once you get the hole drilled into the 2-inch cap, you'll need to use the Dremel tool to smooth out the edges. You're going to want a nice snug fit because you're going to slide the 1-inch pipe through this hole, and that's going to get glued together. You're going to need to make some additional modifications to this cap as well, cutting some slits into it like you see there. We're also going to cut into this 2x3 coupling that's going to be sliding into that within that 4-inch pipe. You're going to be grinding down that lip there so the 2-inch pipe could slide through, and as well to the top portion of the coupling there. You could be cutting some slits in there as well using your Dremel tool. This is how that coupling should look after you're done with the Dremel tool grinding down that inside edge so the 2-inch pipe could slide through it, and the outside edge there so the water could flow freely within the 4-inch pipe. And this is how that 2-inch cap should look, cutting the slots into it. I cut in 8 slots spaced evenly across there. And you also need to cut into that 2-inch pipe where it's going to slide into to match the grooves you cut into the cap. The 1-inch pipe, I started cutting some slits into it, 8.5 inches from the top, with 11 slots spaced 1 inch apart. The 4-inch pipe, I cut in 16 slits spaced evenly. 4 in the middle and 6 in the bottom. I was conscious of the lettering that's on there. That should be facing the back. That one will show. So you gotta space your slots accordingly. This is how everything should look glued together with the 2-inch pipe and caps and couplings with that 1-inch pipe slid in there in place. I just realized that if you just want skimming off the top, you could basically eliminate that business with the 4-inch piping and the couplings actually. This is how I like it, so this is how I put it together. If you're gonna that gets slid in there and within that 4-inch pipe, and you don't want to glue that in. Basically you just want to drill a hole once you line it up and just put a plastic shield in place. This is the layout for the 1-inch pipe. And this is how is everything glued together. You don't want to glue this piece of pipe in there. You want to be able to remove that to add water to that U-shaped fitting there. And there's a hole drilled on that cap as a breather line. You want to get the right size drill bit to attach this airline fitting. And then again, that gets slid into the 4-inch pipe with a plastic shield in place, like so. And this plastic shield drilled in and holding everything in place. And you're pretty much done after that. Project complete. Here's a diagram of the dimensions that I used. So again, this is for my 180 gallon tank, which is 24 inches deep. Again, you can modify it, make adjustments to your for your tank, but the basic configuration is the same.